right, here with Bill Haney, myself, Radio Raheem, here with Bill Haney, of course, the father, the trainer, the manager of the number one welterweight in the world, undefeated Devin Haney. And Bill's joining us from the boxing gym down there in Florida. What is it, Miami, Bill?
First, let's call his name. It's Deebo Devin the Dream Haney. It was a proper introduction, but we forgot to include Deebo. Shout out to you, Sean, Radio Raheem. And listen, we're in Miami, and we're working, baby.
So, yeah, getting camp ready. There's a lot we got to get to the bottom of, Bill. So,
well, we're at the top of the game, so you can start wherever you want to. I mean, listen, two of the pound-for-pound guys having action and maybe fighting, and one fighter coming out as the pound-for-pound number one in the world. I mean, do we have a lot to talk about, Sean?
Well, yeah, Bill, you said you're getting ready, but you don't have a fight. What are you getting ready for?
Listen, you stay ready. You don't got to get ready. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm telling you, we're here. Now, guess what? You don't get to the top of the game and you don't get Radio Raheem covering you like grandma's Afghan blanket. Now, you covering the thing. Sean, you covering the thing. And now everybody acting like they don't know what's going on. What are we talking about here?
You're in Miami getting ready for a fight with no opponent.
Listen, with that kind of performance against Brian Norman, I know you would probably say that, getting ready. No, we're ready. And listen, and we're in the gym, and we're hoping that this guy is going to go ahead and sign up. Is he going to sign up or not, Sean?
Well, by the looks of it, he does not want to sign up. But all right, let me come in with the real shit, the first real shit of the day, Bill. Okay, why the hesitancy to make the Keyshawn Davis fight if indeed Shakur Stevenson, whether it's 144, whether it's 147, and I concede to Team Haney, yourself, Deebo, Devin Haney, that you guys are doing everything you can to make a Shakur Stevenson fight. But ultimately, if that is not in Shakur Stevenson's interest, and you're facing possibly getting stripped in 2 months when Gustavo Oliveira, the president of Devin's WBO title, is mandating Keyshawn Davis, why keep doing the, well, Keyshawn's got to be, or Shakur's got to be first. If Shakur's not coming to the table, he's not coming to the table, why the hesitancy then to go ahead and make the Keyshawn Davis fight next?
How would there be any hesitancy when Keyshawn Davis is on the list that you guys know about? We told you that would be a fight in the future before you guys knew it was going to be a fight in the future. But before we got to that business, let's get to the business at hand that the people want to see, that they've been clamoring for the last umpteen amount of years. First, let's dispel the rumor that it was about, or it was stopped because of the money. Second, that it was stopped because of the weight. Thirdly, the legacy. All the components are intact for this to be a mega fight that I know you guys don't have the skills or the expertise to dodge this one.
Bill, what is stopping Shakur Stevenson from stepping in the ring with Deebo Devin Haney if the 144 catch weight has been agreed to? Devin's putting his title on the line. The WBO, I don't know, you have to tell me, Sean, has the WBO officially made
they have
Keyshawn the mandatory?
A few days
ago. No. Listen, it hasn't been ordered. The WBO has given me an opportunity to bring up the WBO champion from 140 pounds and make a deal, right? I wouldn't be picking no pushover, no marshmallows, no cupcakes, no any of that. We're talking about Shakur Stevenson, the guy that you guys put the greatness and the success on his back to carry. And then Deebo said, listen, and then Deebo said, I'll oblige you.
We need to understand if the mandatory has been adjudicated to Keyshawn or not. Like, is he not the mandatory? You're getting a voluntary defense?
Raheem, Gustavo a couple days ago said that is the order of business on Twitter. Bill, you saw it, didn't you, that he's on his way to making that decision?
He's on his way to making that decision, and Sean jumped off the cliff. And I said, listen, Sean, you can step up for Keyshawn, but just give it a second because what we've been doing is we've been patient and we took away any misconception that the fight couldn't happen about weight, money, or legacy. This is the one for number one. And if it's not going to happen, then guess what? You impatient guys, you didn't think that, listen, you didn't think that it was going to get this far. Bill Haney is optimistic because I know these two guys. They've been working for this opportunity for a lifetime. Let's just keep the optimism until we can't no longer. And then guess what? There are other guys on the list.
Shakur, okay,
Keyshawn standing. No, ain't no shaking your head like you don't understand what I said. I said it's Keyshawn if it's not Shakur. Listen, we wanted to do two separate contracts with one agreement that they'll go after each other. But guess what? If we can only agree to get one of them, then it's going to be him. And you listen, guess what? You're going to be looking just like Brian Norman. Yeah, I said it. I said Radio Raheem is going to be right there covering it, and he's going to listen, and he's going to cover it, and he's going to be eloquent, and I'm going to come and tell him the same thing that I told him then. I said, we're going to make it an easy night.
We're not arguing, Bill. We're just trying to get some clear lines about what's going on. So is the Shakur Stevenson fight dead? Because most
Did you ask them? Did you get in touch with them, Sean? Sean, did you get in touch with them?
I did not, but I don't know if I'm always someone people are excited to talk to.
Okay, Radio, Radio, you reach out, Sean reach out, listen, and if this thing is not going to happen, then let's come back after they huddle up and decide that they didn't want it. We come back and we announce what's next.
What's next would be
that guy that you put the X on his back. And listen, he might not be, has a man of 1,000 accomplishments, but he's a man that has called Devin out 1,000 times. And guess what? He's going to get it if his big brother don't answer the bell. 144 is on the floor. And you figure out Radio Raheem how to deliver it.
How much time do we have before that time runs out on Shakur?
I've been with these boys. I've been watching these boys grow. I mean, listen. You know how many years we've been talking about it? The end game is for Devin to be number one pound for pound. And guess what? That runs through Shakur Stevenson right now.
I'm saying for his next fight, for Devin Haney's next fight, when do you leave?
Listen, I'm going to get, okay, I promise you, Radio. I'm going to call you back with next. Right now, I'm talking about now.
This is what I mean by now, next. Who the next fight is. When do you walk away from the Shakur Stevenson conversation?
I might walk away. Listen, I might walk away, but I'm not walking away today.
Okay. So what? This is all I'm trying to get at. We're not.
I'll call you back tomorrow.
What is
okay?
Listen. Is it like Friday? Is it like when the WBO decides? Is it when Devin is ready? And if Shakur ain't ready, we move on to Keyshawn. This is all we're trying to figure out.
Listen.
How much time does? Because Shakur's quiet. He's not talking to you. He damn sure ain't talking to me.
Okay.
So when is it over?
Hey, Sean know that we stop when the people that's putting up the money says stop. Sean know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I was told that,
I want to have.
Huh? Wait. Well, tell him what you said, Sean.
I was told, and hey, that's all I was told. Doesn't make it facts until everything comes out from everybody. But I was told Zuffa, they're the ones that really want to make that fight. But I also was told that your son and Shakur are both signed to Zuffa already, and I'm skeptical of what I've been told in regards to that. What has taken so fucking long to announce that they are both with Zuffa, if that is in fact the case?
Hey, Sean, I'm here to talk about a mega fight. I'm not here to talk about what the guys is doing and what they could be doing. I'm talking about they could be fighting now.
On whose platform? With what promoter? Who you say the people in the money? When they say it's over. Who the people with the money?
Wait, listen. It's at the top of the food chain. We're talking about the guys that really make it happen. You know the money guys.
Turkey.
Hello. I'm talking about His Excellency himself. I'll talk to y'all in a minute. Listen, I done gave y'all enough. I'm in the ring now. I'll talk to y'all later.
No, Bill, don't you do it.
I gotta go.
He's been all over every show for the past 2 weeks with all the time to spin all the yarn, giving his best Don King impression, and now 3 straight questions where we have to get real answers, and he's not ready. I thought he was getting ready. I thought we were in the gym working it out. Bill Haney just bailed on us.
Damn. Were we being dicks?
We were being about that action.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Okay.
He may have had something to do.
Hmm?
He may have had something to do.
I think he had something to not do, which is answer these questions. See, what the thing is, and we love Bill Haney. I'm excited when he calls me. When we get him on the show, it's usually a fun time. But the problem with this conversation was he really just came on to give his spiel. He didn't come on to answer the pertinent questions. That's not we're being dicks about. These are the questions that need answers if anybody's going to understand what's happening with Devin Haney, right? Like, these aren't crazy questions. We're not asking anything out of school. But he thought he was just going to come on here and do his, and give his best promo ad. We're about that action, man. We need
the only thing that sucks is I was about to get to the Shakur fight more in depth. I just thought the first order of business was if Shakur isn't coming to the table, then he's not coming to the table. If he's walking away from 144, then he's walking away. He's not doing the fight. He's not doing the fight. So Keyshawn Davis with the WBO with Gustavo saying he's on his way to mandating Keyshawn. What's happening? Are you gonna walk away from the WBO title? Are you gonna defend it? I mean, he said time and again just now, and we spoke to him, if Shakur isn't the fight next, then it'll be Keyshawn Davis next. So he did say that like 3 or 4 times, to his credit. But
yeah,
I didn't even get to ask him about the Shakur fight, though. We were gonna get into all that. I was gonna ask him from the sparring session they had when Shakur was outboxing Devin, but then once Devin started imposing his size on Shakur and upping his volume, then the momentum switched and Devin was getting the better of it, and we didn't even get to sink our teeth into that because he left. Oh, what am I, an asshole?
Listen, those are interesting conversations, but who's putting the money up for the fight? Are you signed to Zuffa? When does Shakur Stevenson's runway run out so that it is time to move on to Keyshawn? Those are the questions of the hour. The sparring conversation, all that shit is great discussion, but we've had those conversations. I'd like to hear what Bill has to say, but the questions that are pertinent are the ones that we were asking. I'm really, really disappointed that he bailed on us like that, but I think it's a bit telling. You don't want to answer those questions because either you're with Zuffa and you can't get the contract signed unless this fight gets signed, or you're not with Zuffa and it's a Ring Magazine show, and if that's the case, then I think it probably is going to be Keyshawn Davis, because Turkey would make the fight if Shakur had any intention of having the fight. Like, Turkey, you got to give him credit. He gets it done. If he can get Conor Benn and Chris Eubank together twice, he can certainly get Shakur and Devin Haney if he's just throwing money at it. But I got to tell you, that's not a great look.
Well, it's funny. I made a video about it yesterday, and people might think it's like running cover for Shakur Stevenson or something, when it's not. I'm just trying to speak from the fighter's perspective, which is not our perspective, which is not the media or the fans' perspective, but it's that, and this is going on in a number of matchups right now, whether it's Bam and Inoue, whether it's Benavidez Bivol, Benavidez Opataya, and this fight, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and that's that at the top level of prize fighting, a lot of guys, they're not going to concede the fight before the fight. It's a chess match. There's a fight before the fight, and Shakur Stevenson, I think, doesn't want to be dictated to, doesn't want to jump when he's told jump. And by the way, easily I'll concede to Devin Haney and to Bill Haney that they have done everything in their power, apparently, to make this fight happen. They even conceded some of the fight before the fight. All right, 144. That's a legitimate compromise. I don't think that's smart from Devin Haney against Shakur Stevenson or Ryan Garcia against Shakur Stevenson. I think they've worked themselves into a place of their careers where they shouldn't be ceding anything like that. But in good faith, he's saying, all right, I'll give a couple pounds to you to try to meet you halfway. But Shakur, who's had one fight at 140, who's always been a weight class or so behind Devin, and they're moving up through the ranks as pros, if he feels like, because I think he thinks he beats Devin Haney, but if he feels like I don't want to take this fight right away at 44 or 47, and he got his bluff called. He's the one who brought up 44. Devin said, all right, then you got it. And he still looks like doesn't want to come to the table. I get it. The criticism from us, from fans, here it comes. But at the same time, it's chess. It's, you know, he doesn't want to cede any kind of advantage to a naturally bigger man until he feels comfortable coming up in weight. And if that's the case, congrats, Team Haney. You won the PR war, deservedly. But if that's not the next order of business and Keyshawn Davis is that the next fight or not? Because if we're to believe Gustavo Oliveira, and you can never fully believe these sanctioning bodies, they'll change their minds and make it up as we go along. But that means he's talking about August, you have a decision to make, or else you may get stripped of the title. The clock is ticking, and that's why your question was very solid, saying how long? How long? How long is this timeline of waiting on a Shakur Stevenson fight? So
yeah, we were just used as a microphone. Literally, he just came here to spin the yarn. There's like, you know what? I just got tired of the fight. I don't know that I don't even know if I want to see this fight anymore. Like right now, later maybe, but I think, you know what we call this in Hollywood, where I am finally back to for a minute, jumping the shark. Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney. Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson. Just jumped the shark. Bill Haney walking off this show under those very simple and pertinent, timely, relevant questions lets you know that fight is not happening. That it's really just right now hype time. That's Bill doing his best Bundini. He just went, rumble, young man, rumble. We came here for the chance and the Deebo Dev and all that stuff, which is great and fun, but doesn't matter right now. We want to know what's happening in the sport of boxing. Devin Haney is one of the most important fighters fighting right now. He's a world champion who people are waiting to see where he's going to go next with the career. Potentially has a WBO mandatory about to be named. A super fight that seemed very close to being made just a week ago, like agreed to in the public. And then Shakur goes silent. Bill's walking out of interviews, giving us all the spin and none of the substance, and asking us to contact Shakur. What kind of...
Which I did do, by the way. I reached out to multiple people. Someone who has his number, I passed along a message for him. He couldn't. I used to have Shakur Stevenson's number. He changed it a while ago. I tried.
Me asking you to contact Shakur is one thing.
Yeah.
Bill Haney asking
has
you to
his
contact
number.
Shakur about
he
his
definitely
fight
has his.
is entirely different.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What kind of... This is what I mean, man. It's circus time. It's circus time. Hopefully, I think the Shakur fight's dead. You just watched it die. That was
talks. It. You never know, Raheem.
Yeah, I know, but like he
talks.
said, when the money people say that it's over, right? But if the money people were making the negotiations, this wouldn't be happening on Twitter, and Bill wouldn't be walking out of the interview. It would. I think by now we'd know something from if it's going to be a ring show from Ring. And like you say, what's taking so long to announce the signing? I think terms aren't agreed to. I think this fight is part of the signing. They're probably going to have another fight. I mean, Devin's going to have another fight. Shakur's going to have another fight before they actually do sign with Zuffa. Same way Tyson Fury is going to have another fight, and then he's going to go do the Anthony Joshua fight with Ring on Netflix. But for one more fight, you're going to see Queensberry and all the normal things that you see with Fury. This is what this is. This is what this is. The fight just died, man. I'll tell you what, I asked Bill when the runway was going to run out. We just watched it happen. We just watched the plane crash and burn, fall right off the runway.
That's okay. I love the Keyshawn Davis fight anyways. That works.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, I'm curious as to why he wasn't just ready to, like you say, pivot.
And Devin's going to be a favorite in that fight. And I get it. From their perspective, Keyshawn's not nearly as decorated as Shakur. This is, if you were to want to beat Shakur Stevenson, this is the best time to take it. Before he's ever fought at 40. Again, I give him credit. They conceded going down to 44. But, yeah, I understand Shakur wanting Shakur Stevenson is the first order of business. But Keyshawn Davis is one of those really good appetizers from Cheesecake Factory. Sometimes they're better than the entree.
Listen, I'm here for the I'm here for the Keyshawn Davis fight. This hair keeps losing its heat. In fact, while Shakur is the bigger fight, because he's the bigger name, and it's going to attract more attention,
Keyshawn might be the better
Keyshawn might be the better fight.
Yeah.
Keyshawn might be the fight where Devin looks better in the fight, winning. Like, that might be the exciting fight. That at the end of it, you don't hear the Eddie Hearn criticism. You don't hear anybody talking about it was boring. You don't hear anybody talking about 36 punches around. You're hearing what a great fight it was because Keyshawn's going to press him. Devin is there for it. Is that Bill calling back? Is he coming to his senses?
No, it's not. It's not.
That, I think there's no losers in this. And I think the Shakur Stevenson fight happens down the road when Shakur is comfortable moving up. He tried to play a card that he didn't think they were going to pull, which was the 144. When that happened, that's why he went quiet. Like, whoops. Okay. I don't think there's any shame in him just coming clean on that. I think people going quiet is the softest shit ever. Bill Haney walking out of our interview is the softest shit ever. Just say what it is. Just say just say, I can't answer any of these questions. I was just here to talk my shit, and you guys are about that action. I forgot that's what the show I was coming on. I've been getting so much softballs all around the internet from every person I've spoken to is just happy to listen to me waffle on. I forgot where I was at. Sorry, guys. I'll call you back when I actually have something to say. And we'll be like, see you, Bill. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Appreciate it. That's all. That's all.